Welcome back, guys. As you can see, we're still waiting for the lions to do something. When following lions and leopards and things like that, the most important tool in your arsenal is patience. You just have to wait, because if you're not with them, something might happen. Something can always happen. In this window.
Start and end your day on safari.
Welcome back, guys. Sorry, we had a bit of a technical difficulty, and it could possibly definitely be this high winds and overcast weather. But as you can see, we're still with the lions. Not much has changed. Can anyone tell me what has changed? If you just go wide for a second, Brian. So send your answers. What is different now from when you were last with us? And send your answers to hashtag Safari Live on Twitter and questions at WildEarth.tv. There we go, we're talking about those important things of the pride bonds, hello grooming, and you notice they quite often go for around the face first, which you would consider to be probably one of the more dangerous parts. It's to ensure that the trust remains between the different members of the pride. Fleeing or removing ticks, and you see that very small mouth movements, tick 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 tick. There we go, she's doing it again. And I'm sure you've seen your domestic pets do something similar. There we go again. That's probably taking a tick off. They've caught us a few times this morning by the behavior sort of starting like they would like to move, but then they've just collapsed again. We're just testing the air. You see the smell came in, just want to double check it. Oh, releva. Well, that was so good. Please may you do the other side now. elongated grooming session we've seen so far. Definitely gone on for the longest, so hopefully we have our fingers crossed that it leads to some movement. Oh, you can see how the wind is howling at the moment. Whipping through the trees. But as you can see, it's quite gusty. It's not a constant, and suddenly we just get really strong gusts of wind. Another one. You can actually hear the wind coming from a distance before it hits us. I'm sure the lions are enjoying this cool weather. On the left, testing the wind again. There we go. Removing the ticks from the ears. Animal that's got such powerful, strong jaws that are made for killing. It can be so delicate to remove a small arachnid off her compatriot. Just keeps testing the air every now and then, just different smells coming in. Why'd you stop? Oh, found another tick. Guys, any questions you have, if you're on Twitter, hashtag Safari Live, or an email at questions@wildearth.tv. Good morning, Rick and Susie. Welcome on Drive with us this morning. Rick and Susie would like to know why the lions aren't utilizing this wind to mask their scent or mask their approach with the hunt, and while they're just lounging around. Well, unfortunately, Rick and Susie, they do use, or they have better success in this weather. But lions are quite lazy, and they do spend 20 of 24 hours on average sleeping. And also possibly they might have come quite a long way last night, and they might have had 1 or 2 or maybe even 3 unsuccessful hunts. So they need time to recharge so they don't get lactic acid buildup before they can sort of expend a big amount of energy again. It does seem to be a little bit more movement around now. The 2 sort of started grooming themselves. Oh, looks like one lioness might stand up. Oh, we're just going to have a scratch first. Virginia from Kentucky. Welcome on Drive. Virginia would like to know if one of the lions gets TB or feline tuberculosis.
Start and end your day on...
I am aware that it's passed on from the food they eat rather than from contact or between the different individual lions. Lazy cats. But the whole general demeanor now is looking much better, that they might move. Oh. Morning, Anne from Pennsylvania. Welcome on Drive. Anne would like to know whether the lion's fur gets thicker during the colder months. I think it probably does, but not to a huge sort of visible degree. But it probably does thicken up a little bit during the winter months. But you will find lions that live in desert areas and things like that will have sort of thicker fur than lions that live in the more the bushveld areas. And that is also because the deserts get quite a lot colder. Also, as well, to protect them from dust storms, which these guys fortunately don't have to deal with, or fortunately for them. Like a paw in your face. when you watch lions all lazy and sleepy, they sort of have a slight effect on you as well. They sort of make you want to stretch and lie down. Have a snooze, yeah. They look so comfortable at the moment. And also the weather, gusting wind. Good morning, Jen from Florida. Welcome on Drive. Jen would like to know what has been my hardest learning experience with safaris. Jen, I have been completely honest, and it would have to be patience. Not with animals so much, but with people. When you work in safari lodges, you work with a lot of people with different characters from different backgrounds. And because I've spent quite a lot of time by myself in the bush, I've had to learn a lot more patience with people. So you see, with animals, I'm quite happy to spend all day sitting next to a sleeping pride of lions waiting for them to do something. But yeah. Okay guys, so we'll keep on keeping on here with the lions while they sleep. We're just going to cross back to Scott, see what he's found in the west. Over to you, Scott.